in Jacksonville, Florida. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a
second and a yard. Winston out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
First down.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Winston now from the 50. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. This pass complete to Reynolds.
Winston's pass.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And the Colts.
They'll throw again. Winston. He'll get this one to Pittman.
Winston's pass.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To the air again with Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Winston.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So that one will be accepted. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Again, it's Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Jaguars nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. After 1 on EA Sports. Colts 3, Jaguars nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
By Bobby Okereke. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
The pass.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down. It's Robinson, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Yard line.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20. So
there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On the delay, here's Hines. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, the ball carrier.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
A 6-yard pickup.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A gain of 12.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jaguars.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Jaguars.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Take over first and 10.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. 38-28, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. 31-24, the final score. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. 27-21, your final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
They had a good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 39 yards there, a big one. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
It's behind the line of scrimmage.
Draw play. This is Hines. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Winston. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this won't make it. Off the crossbar and no good. And a big letdown there as this remains a tie game. The Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
That one complete. He finds Shark. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That's the
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
The score, Jaguars 6, Colts 3.
We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Hines, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run for it with Hines. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Complete.
That one goes for 24 yards. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
Winston's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Winston's
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On second down now, it's Hines. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime.
21-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Harris to return it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
No gain on the play.
Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Winston, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Winston from the gun on third down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And a Colts first down.
They'll run here with Mack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 41.
This is Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
They need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. 2nd and 6. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down he'll go at the 25. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Laviska Shenault, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run here with Robinson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat.